The up to 9% increase in power prices will put more financial pressure on households in New South Wales. Crystal Wu has been speaking to residents in Wallara in Sydney's eastern suburbs. Crystal, how are they responding to this?
Tom, it's more financial pressure to already strained households. A 9% price hike for all residents in New South Wales from July 1. It means that for someone who pays an average of $500 per quarter, this would be an extra $200 a year on energy bills. This is a necessity rather than a desire. Now, residents here say they could be spending their money on something else, on childcare, on groceries, on more essential items. This is just another bill to think about, and they're not happy about it.
I think it's more difficult for everyone. Everything is more expensive. I've got 2 kids and the second one will start daycare, which is already quite expensive. So I'm thinking, yeah, it's another thing that we need to think about to prioritise in the month.
It's not good, of course. Things keep going up and, yeah, the government, I guess, should be doing what they can to reduce the costs for everyone who's doing it tough.
The Albanese government, though, hasn't ruled out addressing this in the short term by offering residents potentially a one-off payment like they did last year, up to $300 in electricity relief credits. Now, I asked people what they thought about that, and they think it's just putting a Band-Aid on top of a bigger issue.
This is a government that fails to solve the underlying problem and then day in, day out, puts a Band-Aid on a bullet wound.
Residents weren't convinced when I asked them whether this would make them more likely to vote Labor if they are offered this one-off payment.
No.
Just because it's a one-off payment?
Yeah, I think, you know, my values kind of don't change just because of that.
So, Tom, the Coalition are vowing to fix the cost of living crisis in the long term, not promising any one-off payments, but promising a reduction in energy prices. But the people across Sydney are all feeling very anxious here ahead of the election. The cost of living is one of the key topics of discussion, and an extra $200 on electricity doesn't sound good to any of us, Tom.